Lagiacrus is finally back in Monster Hunter Wilds. Capcom finally showed off Title Update 2, and this wasn't some kind of leak or anything. We have a lot more content coming in Update 2 than Sony originally let on. Now, I know that a lot of people haven't seen the Sony leaks, and we're not really going to be discussing those because we have the actual real facts here today. But there's a lot to unpack, so let's get into the big changes in Title Update 2. First off, Lagiacrus is back. And he looks cooler than ever. And the theme song also sounded really cool from the trailer, as I could tell. Lagiacrus seems to have some new attacks that he can do on the ground. But with Lagiacrus coming back, we also have some kind of pseudo underwater combat. We're not able to use our weapons, but they did implement some new way of actually challenging Lagiacrus under the ground, which does make me think that the expansion for Monster Hunter Wilds is going to allow us to hunt monsters underwater. But everybody knew Lagiacrus was pretty much coming back, so we can pretty much leave it there, as we're going to get the entire Title Update 2 on June 30th. But in another surprise, which a lot of people actually expected, Seregios is also making a return from Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Seregios has been a long-time fan favorite of the Monster Hunter series that doesn't actually get as much spotlight as some of the monsters like Lagiacrus, however, still an extremely popular monster. And I gotta say, his armor is looking cool as hell in Monster Hunter Wild style and fashion. On top of Seregios, we're also going to be getting Tempered Utduna a month later at the end of July. So Tempered Utduna isn't coming as soon as expected, but having Lagiacrus and Seregios in just a few days from now, it really isn't such a bad takeaway, honestly. But the Tempered Utduna armor is also looking absolutely fantastic, must I say? Now, Capcom already officially announced that layered weapons were going to be coming in Title Update 2. However, now we have more info on it and how it actually works. Layered weapons will be unlocked for a specific weapon tree that you are working once you max out that weapon tree. This means getting the final upgrade in a specific line will get you the layered weapon that you can use for pretty much any of your greatswords, for instance. Not only that, but we're also getting Palico layered weapons as well. And on top of all this, we're also getting some new layered fashions for weapons, or just straight up specifically some new weapons, especially for the sword and shield and the longsword, which are gonna have a pickaxe mining set. And I gotta say, the sword and shield one is actually really cool, as you just have a big hunk of what looks like Machilite ore on your arm, only accompanied by a pickaxe in your other arm. Oh god, it looks so good. I'm not kidding you guys. And in a surprising update as well, they actually are adding a new move to the hammer in Monster Hunter Wilds. After you get an offset attack, you now get this awesome spin to win, which leads to a huge blow to the monster's head. This move looks absolutely sick, and this is really something that Hammer honestly needed. Furthermore, you can also change your handler to Eric now if you want to, which I don't know why anybody would. But hey, maybe there might be some Eric enjoyers out there. All I gotta ask is, can you put Eric in the cami outfit? Furthermore, talking about swapping characters out, you can actually now choose your own specific support hunters as well. Now, this isn't too big of an update, I think, that people really wanted. Maybe I'm wrong, I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comments. But having the ability to choose your support hunters is a nice, neat addition in my opinion. And moving on to some more niche topics, using photo mode actually got a lot easier. You can now choose to hide your Palico and handler, and they've added new effects for the camera in photo mode. No, they didn't say that you can move the camera while it was freeze framed. I really think that they need to reconsider that, and they really need to work it into the photo mode. It's already hard enough to take photos. However, now we won't be getting photo bombed by our Palico. This is especially helpful for me, a content creator who likes to take really good looking photos for thumbnails and such like that for YouTube videos, and so this is a welcome surprise for me, honestly. And more importantly, we also got a lot of new gestures in Monster Hunter Wilds. We have our pop star gesture from Monster Hunter World back, but we also have some really new cool looking dances as well, which seem to be modeled after some of the most popular dances from Monster Hunter World. Now, this may not be what everybody was looking for, but I gotta tell you, when we have full lobbies in Monster Hunter World, and now it's gonna be in Monster Hunter Wilds, these dances actually were really cool, and it was actually nice to have a whole dance group together, so I'm happy to see a lot of new cool gestures returning. I think that it really does add a lot of flavor to the game, and then bringing back some of the old dances, but also incorporating some new ones based off of the old ones in a new updated fashion and style. I think it's going to be absolutely wonderful for the actual community experience of the entire game. Not only this, but we do also have the Festival of Accord, the Flammafetta, something like that. But the new Festival of Chord looks really, really nice. Lush green forest has been added to the entire Grand Hub. I think that this is the better looking festival that we have gotten. Now, the festival is coming at a later date. We're not going to have it for like a month and a half, something like that. I forgot to write down the exact date, but this is going to be a nice new festival with a lot of new event quests as well. It also unlocks some new layered equipment as well, such as some kitty paws for your hunter or the Shaguma layered helmet as well, which is going to go pretty hard for the layered fashion, I think. Now, I'm probably forgetting some things, but that does mostly wrap up everything coming in Title Update 2 for Monster Hunter Wilds. I gotta say, I'm actually a little bit impressed. I wasn't expecting too much from Monster Hunter, or Capcom for that matter, when it comes to Monster Hunter Wilds Update. I thought that maybe it was going to be Lagiacrus and Tempered Uduna for a literal plural monsters are coming in the title update. I didn't think that they were actually going to be adding Seregios, but it seems that they're trying to do right by the fans of Monster Hunter by adding 2 monsters this time, and Title Update 2 is a little bit sparsed out. But Lagiacrus being one of my favorite monsters in the entire Monster Hunter series, as Monster Hunter Tri is probably my favorite game as well, I'm very happy to see Lagiacrus making a return. And while the underwater combat that they did tease isn't exactly underwater combat that you knew of from the Monster Hunter 3 duology, I think that Capcom trying to implement some of these things is actually quite a nice gesture to the players, and it does tell me that they probably are thinking of a way to incorporate that in Monster Hunter Wilds' own huge expansion, the Iceborne of Monster Hunter World, but for Wilds. Going to be an absolutely amazing time, and honestly, that expansion is probably what's going to make Monster Hunter Wilds great again. As everybody knows, a lot of people think that Monster Hunter Wilds has been getting review bombed on Steam. My personal opinion, I think that if people aren't able to play the game as well, especially on PC when they already paid for it, I do think that the reviews are honestly justified. That doesn't mean that I like seeing it happen, that Monster Hunter Wilds is overwhelmingly negatively reviewed on Steam, but the fact does remain that if you're not able to play a game that you paid for, I think that it's just the fact that the performance does still need to be addressed. Now, in all my footage, you'll notice that I actually always play on a PlayStation 5 console, and this is for good reason. It is because even I struggle with some of the performance issues, and that's why a lot of creators play on consoles, because consoles just simply work. But that's a whole nother topic to get into. For now, we have Title Update 2 finally releasing in Monster Hunter Wilds, and I gotta say that the Sony leaks honestly didn't ruin anything for me. I think that Sony leaked the bare minimum, and we actually have a lot more coming to Monster Hunter Wilds with Title Update 2, with the layered weapons, old gestures returning, new gestures coming, being able to swap handlers or even your support hunters, photo mode updates, new layered weapon system, 2 fan favorite monsters returning, and much, much more. This update is so exciting for me, guys and gals, Terra Knights. I cannot stress how excited I am for this. Oh, and they also have a Fender guitar collab coming too, if you care about that. But that's pretty much all I've got for today's video, guys and gals. I hope you had a good one with me relaying all this info to you. Seriously, let me know in the comments. Are you excited for Title Update 2 now that you've actually seen the official showcase for it? I really would love to hear your thoughts. I think it would be a good thing to get some real genuine positivity going around for Monster Hunter Wilds, making a return with Title Update 2, and hopefully reinvigorating the fan base. I don't know what Capcom's plan is for addressing the performance issues, but that should come in due time, I hope. For now, let's all enjoy this Title Update, and you can enjoy it with me, as I will be streaming Title Update 2 live as soon as it launches on June 30th. So consider subscribing to the channel so that you'll be notified of that live stream, or even consider joining our Monster Hunter Discord. We have tools to help you out as a hunter in Monster Hunter Wilds, but our Discord is also just filled with a ton of cool people. Monster Hunter is best experienced with friends, so do not sleep on this opportunity. But that is going to wrap up today's video. Finally, guys and gals, Terra Knights, I do truly hope you had a good one as I did with this one. But this has been Terroriza. I'm signing off, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace!